name is Manon.
And I'm Alisher. Together, we're travel hackers. We know most interesting, undiscovered, and beneficial places in Kazakhstan.
Yes, so today we are going to Ust-Kamenogorsk.
Wow.
And I have read a lot of books about it, and I'm very excited to see what the city looks like.
I would love to go there.
Yeah, and I have made a short list about, list about what we shall see there.
Let's tell me then your plans.
So are you ready for my short plans?
Yes, sure,
Because we'll start with walking along the embankments of the Irtysh River, visit the Zastar Park, go to Agartha Mountain, climb the Kazakhstan Mountain, and visit the local skansen.
Wow. Well, of course, I share your enthusiasm, but to realize all your impulsive plans, we need at least 2 weeks.
No, I bet we can do it in 2 days.
Okay, let's try it. And I hope we'll find 3 hours for my plans as well. Almost 2 months I've been dreaming about the horse riding. So I'd like to add this point to our list.
I'm in. Let's hit the road.
Let's hack the travel.
We've decided to go to Ust-Kamenogorsk by train since we thought it was the most comfortable and cheapest way to get there. One-person compartment ticket costs $15.50. The ride took us more than 24 hours, but we could have a restful sleep and boost energy needed for adventures. Having arrived in Ust-Kamenogorsk, we immediately went to the Irtysh embankment. It's fair to start exploring the city from the picturesque historic part of it.
Manon, the city of Ust-Kamenogorsk has 2 rivers, Irtysh and Ulba. They're uniting and forming the letter Y in the city.
I think, I have heard that the Irtysh River is one of the longest rivers in the world. It has a length of about 4,248 kilometers and crosses several countries, which are repairing here, which are Russia and China. Actually, it's also a tributary of the Ob River Basin.
Wow.
And together with the Irtysh, it forms one of the largest drainage basins covering western Siberia and Altai mountains.
I'm so impressed. How do you know all these facts?
Well, this is part of my job, actually. Yes, and you know what? I'm also preparing an amazing coffee.
What?
Speak 4 languages.
Wow.
And I can bicycle very well as well.
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, I know some places here, not so far, you can rent bicycles and do some cycling.
Let's go.
Let's go then.
Cycling has become enormously popular in Kazakhstan in recent years, and as a result, the iron horses go like hotcakes in bicycle rental centers. We managed to rent the last 2 bikes. If we had come at least half an hour later, we wouldn't have been able to cycle along the Irtysh.
So, dear friends, the cost on an hour to renting the cycle was just 1,000 tenge. It means $3. So I paid 2,000 for both of us for 2 hours. It's very cheap and convenient, and I'm ready for the adventure.
Me too. Let's go and stretch our bones.
Let's see who's going to be the first one. Let's go! So guys, we have found the local ones and ready to challenge them in the cycle race. Who's going to the first? I think we're going to beat them. What do you think?
Yeah, I think also. Let's go!
1, 2, 3! Van de Wezen! Manon, I just tried to catch you, but definitely you are cycling so well. Oh, actually, I haven't been cycling in ages. That's why. I give you a 4.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I have been practicing regularly. Well, actually, have you seen this beauty all around?
Oh, yeah.
So many things to see here.
Can you see the toe there, actually?
Yeah.
These small special toes were actually created in Semipalatinsk, especially for the Irtysh River, because it's like so small and shrimped river, so that's why they need like these small toes.
Oh, okay.
And do you know how it translates the Irtysh River from Kazakh language?
No, I don't know.
The ground digger.
Ah, let me guess, like, is there a kind of legend linked to it, behind it?
Oh yeah, sure, it should be, but I don't know.
Shall we Google it?
Yeah, I can do it.
Google.
So in the ancient times, in the earth, when the wizards lived the strong and mighty Altai, and he had his loved son, and his name was Irtysh. When Irtysh grew up, he wanted to discover these worlds and wanted to see different nations and cultures. But the old Altai didn't give him an opportunity to travel and wanted to stay with his son all his life. But son had been trying to escape the presence of the father and tried to run away from his father and wanted to do it secretly. When his father Altai had discovered the plans about the escape of Irtysh, he started to put and build different mountains around his son, different hills, rocks. But Irtysh started to dig the ground and tried to escape again and again. He was digging again and again until he got the freedom and escaped. That's why Irtysh was called the ground digger.
So now we returned our bicycles, and now we're walking at the Zastar Park, which is one of the interesting and colorful places in the city of Ust-Kamenogorsk.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a beautiful place here. And look at these small houses. Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, they are.
Where do you think they are coming from?
Actually, it's specialized schools, but in 1983 it was given for the ethnographic museum, and I don't want to go there, definitely.
Actually, I am not planning to go there either. I think there are much more interesting things to see in this park.
Yeah.
Like the curved stones and the petroglyphs.
Oh yeah, and actually, have you seen the first structure of the first Petiletka here on the left side? And there's also the colonnades from the first castle of Ust-Kamenogorsk of the 18th century.
Wow, that's great.
I would want to do some pictures there.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Such kind of green parks full of emerald green trees, one of the special things of the industrial city Ust-Kamenogorsk. They look like a heavenly green islands in this industrial zone.
I agree with you. I think if I heard and understood very well, there is a total number of 15 parks in the city.
Yeah. So we're talking about the parks, and there's a question: why have you chosen to visit the Zastar Park in Ust-Kamenogorsk?
Well, I brought you here because I wanted to show you the skansen.
What? I'm hearing again this word skansen and can't understand the meaning of this word.
Yeah, it's a little bit a strange word here, and also for me, actually, I was very happy to discover it because actually it's an ancient term that was referring, or still referring, to open-air museums. And this term was also referring to the kind of museum existing in Sweden,
Right.
gathering 160 houses from different periods and from different parts of the countries. And all these small houses were dispatched into the museum. So it's kind of really referring to an open-air museum.
So do you say actually that we have this kind of skansen here in Ust-Kamenogorsk?
I think yes, you know, and actually I have heard from other people here that you have two of them actually. You have one here, the one we are actually are, and another one located on the left bank of the Irtysh River.
Wow.
And in this museum, located in another area, you will have like replicas of this kind of houses, whereas here we have authentic old buildings.
Can't believe it until we'll see with my own eyes.
You see?
Well, I'm absolutely in shock that we in Kazakhstan have such kind of museum and the beautiful houses, the old-fashioned houses.
Yeah, actually it was also a surprise for me, and when I talked to the people here, so they really told that the houses and the buildings that are on this site are really authentic old houses from the Or Altai region, and in particular from this Canton Karagai district.
Wow, I would love to do some excursion around these houses and see the inside and outside of the houses.
Wow, let's try to do it actually. I will try to improvise myself as a guide. I will try to. I don't promise it will be like perfect, but I will try. Actually, the museum starts with the Kazakhstan traditional kind of architecture.
I see.
With this at the entrance of the museum, and we are standing between two traditional buildings.
Right.
On your right, you will have the toshala, which is a kind of stone yurt or winter yurt.
Yeah.
And in summer, actually, it's used as a kitchen, as far as I understood, which is kind of fun. And on your left, you have a kind of wooden house. It's another type of urban structure, and it's called Kurzinui. If you remember the name exactly in Kazakh, you will correct me if I pronounce it badly. But it's a very interesting structure because it was made it was produced massively during the 19th century using timber, because there was a lot of it in the mountains. And actually, at this time, the nomads were not going too far away, and they were not going on long distances.
I know that from this kind of houses, there are two types of the room. Turgunui, which is called the master's place and the room.
Thank you.
Then Konaksui, it's a place where the guests can rest.
So, and this is a Cossack house, typical, which we call izba. And this one is from the Uril village, which is the furthest village in the Canton Karagai district.
I like the horse harnesses near the house, and probably should be the portrait of Tsar Batyushka inside the house.
Yes, actually, these kind of houses are considered as semi-urban structures, and you can indeed find real portrait of the Tsar, as well as from military trainings inside, which is great. Actually, these two houses are houses from two famous compatriots in Kazakhstan. So you have here the house of Orelkhan Bukiev, who was a famous writer, and there is a replica of his office in the house of the village in Chingistai village in Canton Karagai district still. And on the other side you have the house of Pavel Bajov. Actually, before writing his tales of Ural, he spent some time in Ust-Kamenogorsk between 1919 and 1920, where he was engaged into public education projects.
Wow.
And he even founded the first Kazakhstan troop in the village here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very historic and amazing.
It is.
After a morning cycle race and long walk around the open-air museum, we got starving. I thought I could eat a whole lamb, but in the end, restricted myself to a chicken. As for Manon, her lunch turned out much more interesting and ethnic.
Well,
Cheers.
Cheers for Ust-Kamenogorsk or Oskimian. Was good. I so like the Jastar Park. Actually,
really
I've ordered the Georgian cuisine. Oh, kinda. This is Ajarian Khachapuri. This one, I don't know what is this, but something really cool. and греческий салат.
Греческий салат.
Shall we start then?
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm
Always.
super hungry. We can do the half-half.
The Georgian viands thrilled Manon while local prices did me. 3-course lunch and a pitcher of excellent kvass cost us only $8. It seems we're good at managing to save money.
So, well, what are we going to do now?
Well, we are waiting for the bus number 7.
For what?
We go to the hill Kazakhstan.
Really?
Yes.
Is here a hill of Kazakhstan?
Yes, actually there is one, not only in Hollywood and in the States where you can see it written on
Right.
the hill, but I heard there is also another one here in Kazakhstan. Who would have thought about it, right?
You know the country better than I do. It's a shame for me.
No, come on. Okay, the bus is coming. Let's go.
Let's go then.
Here you can see Kazakhstan Mountain and the 6-meter tall sign, which you can see almost from any place in Ust-Kamenogorsk. There is an observation deck next to it, and we're going there now.
And really know what I like in this trip?
What?
That with everything what we eat, I didn't take 1 kilogram on because of all the walks and climbing that we are doing every day.
It's so smart.
Okay, let's go to the top then.
Let's go.
Okay, we just climbed out here and I think the view is just absolutely incredible. Just the letters on the hill there, I think compared to this, the view is just amazing.
It's absolutely breathtaking views. And I agree that all the efforts climbing up are less than this old scenario.
I agree. Ablaketka.
What?
I heard this was the name of this mountain.
Oh, really?
Yes, but even when they started to put the letters here,
Right.
I think people started to call it Kazakhstan.
I read something about this Agartha mountain in the Stalkers forum. It was written that in the Soviet time, they dig the hole through the mountain to put some tunnel, but after the collapsing of the Soviet Union, all this tunnel was just finished and nothing happened. So that's why now it's the hole from one point of the mountain to another, and it's like the stalker usually go there.
Well, I again learned something new today. Thank you, actually. You know a lot too as well.
Trying.
Yeah.
We've decided to end this wonderful day with visiting another local place of interest, which we found out about by chance this morning.
So,
Yep.
we came back to a different place where we started our journey in Ust-Kamenogorsk. And we've noticed these fountains a little bit earlier. And inhabitants of Ust-Kamenogorsk told us that they are not just simple fountains.
Really?
They are singing fountains.
Oh, wow.
And they say they will start to sing around 8 o'clock and it will start from 1 minute to another.
Sounds cool.
And I just can't wait to hear that.
Well, actually, these fountains was built not only with the architectures and the builders of the fountain. They also invited IT programmers to build this one of the biggest fountains in Central Asia, Kazakhstan.
Wow.
It actually sings, and with the light, and it's like the streams of the water actually dances according to the rhythm of the song.
Wow. I just want to see that. Come on.
Yeah, it usually starts at 8,
Ah.
so we should like stay here and wait the time when it starts. As you see, It's the sound, the music, the atmosphere, and actually the dancing of the water creates this panoramic view.
I just like it. This place is really magic, actually.
Yeah.
I can't believe we have seen so many different places, and this one is so unique, you know.
You can just actually enjoy the evening walking with the family and friends in this square, and the water creates a beautiful atmosphere for just a good friendship and the talks.
Exactly.
This time we stayed not in a hotel but in a large apartment. You know, we liked it a lot. It's an attractive option for a family or a group of friends. It's quite cheap. We paid only $22 for it. In addition, we had a chicken there, and Manon proved that she's really good at making coffee. Since we'll have a long ride, we even took some with us to drink on the way.
So although we liked Ust-Kamenogorsk city very much, we decided with Alisher to get out of the city and breathe a little bit of fresh air. So we came to this site in the eastern Kazakhstan region, which is a very unique Neolithic site, which is called Agartha. And we are going to explore these beautiful aspects that they offer here. Actually, I heard this nature was very impressive here.
Oh yeah.
Look, I think that's it. We just arrived.
Look at the cave paintings with red ochre. Although I've been traveling a lot in Kazakhstan, I've never seen such kind of paintings.
Yeah, and I can see so many different symbols, characters, dwelling. It's really interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't this cave remind you the yurt?
Yeah, kind of a yurt. And look, if you look very closely, the roof has the shape of a heart. I think this is not a common shape in the region.
Exactly, but during the night time they were using to count the stars, I think, with this notch.
I see, so some astronomical operations were performed from here, right?
I'm not a specialist of that. Probably I read something about that, but not sure.
Okay, let's go and see from closer then.
Yeah. So right now, we're staying at the central part of this complex. The diameter of this complex is around 25 meters, and it's surrounded with the granite foundations and formations up to 4 meters.
So actually, we are also at the center of this horseshoe shape amphitheater, which was also used to be a kind of observatory where the people were looking at the starry sky during the night.
Yeah.
Actually. It's very interesting, actually. It makes me think about Stonehenge.
Exactly.
Stonehenge Park, right?
Yeah. By the way, can you see the white stone up to the hill? So this stone is called karakshi, literally translating from the Kazakh language as a weaver. A weaver is like the stone which just can protect and actually guide. And still a lot of shepherds here in eastern Kazakhstan believe that they are guards. That's why putting these kind of karakshi stones in the top of the hills. And these karakshi stones actually show the road to the promised land. So it's a pity that we couldn't get a guide here who should show us the historical background, the cultural background, and explore more details about this place. So this is a life hack for you, dear friends. If you're going to visit Agartha place, please take a guide in Ust-Kamenogorsk and came here with him. It will be a great experience for you.
We were about to leave when riders on magnificent bay horses proudly rode past us. Of course, neither Manon nor I was able to resist this temptation. We were promised a proper horseback riding tour of a nearby gorge. I guess you understand that such offers can be refused.
I think this is confirming the impressions we have of Ust-Kamenogorsk region. This is really a beautiful area, and I think Alicia and me really like to be here. I think we even discussed that if there was a possibility, we could even try to live here.
So cool, incredibly. When you're actually driving the horse, you actually feel yourself like a nomad. It's my dream actually to someday to have a horse. I like that my horse name is Notice. His character actually like mine as well. He's competitive, he's fast, but sometimes lazy.
We spent a few hours in the saddle and then had to continue our journey. Our next stop is Sibinsky Lakes.
Dear friends, we've seen the unique historical monument, and now we are at the Sibinsky Lakes, which attract the tourists over the world.
Yes, actually the Sibinsky complex is very unique in this world because it's formed thanks to 5 different river bodies which are parallel and surrounded by granite rocks, and it creates at the end very natural swimming pools.
Yeah, exactly. And we are staying at Tortkara Lake, which is one of the most beautiful and attractive lakes in this region.
You know how I love to swim? I can't wait to do that now.
I want to do this the same. Manon, I would stay here for a week or 2. It's so wonderful here and so amazing. Just look how the beautiful scenery is, the fresh air, just wonderful new views, and the houses look so new. And probably there is some sauna.
Yeah, I guess you're really impressed, right?
You know, you should understand me correctly. Of course, I like the informative tours, but during the holidays, the most important thing is to have a rest, like here.
Let's sum up. Train tickets, $31. Bicycle rental, $12. Lunch, $9. Apartment rental, $22 per day. Agbauer Complex entrance fee, $2.40. Horseback riding, $54. Guest place near lakes, $8. In total, together we spent $138.40 during this tour.
So, dear friends, I have realized that I don't know nothing about the eastern Kazakhstan, and Manon actually had prepared better than I. And there are a lot of attractions and beautiful sights in the eastern Kazakhstan, actually.
Alicia, come on, don't be so harsh with yourself. Yes, I prepared very well for the trip, I know, but you know, I think overall that was a great tour in general.
I have fallen in love with Ust-Kamenogorsk. And what's the word?
Skansen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Still can't understand how they moved the houses from one part of the city to another and didn't break anything.
I think as for me, I think I fell in love with this place that you see all around us. Can you see it behind me? On my left, on my right, it's everywhere.
Exactly.
You have just this beautiful lake with beautiful rocks all around, and it's a little bit everywhere in the region, but this place is really amazing. And actually, we have decided to stay a little bit here longer, and Alicia found a houseboat where we can like swim all over the week, and hopefully to play some tennis. I hope so.
And sauna. And I can't wait to swim actually here. The water is just so clean.
Yeah, it's exactly this. I just love clean waters. Perfect. So I think, dear friends, we need to say goodbye first before we go to swim.
Exactly. So we have a lot of things to do and to discover undiscovered places in our country. And so that's the time to say goodbye and see you soon. Bye!
Bye, everyone!